Good morning. We're going to do a little shelf sitter today. I started off by using my burnt umber and a baby wipe to stain this board. I did the front, the back, and the edges. And then once that was dry, I decided that I wanted to use some milk paint. So milk paint comes in a bag that is dry, and the instructions say to use equal parts of the powder and the water, but I did find that that's just a little bit too runny for me. So I just put it in this little cup. I put the powder, the water, and then I just stirred it with a spoon real good. It does have a few little clumps to it, but I don't mind those. I just kind of brush them out, and I think the longer that it sits and the more you stir it, the clumps will dissolve. But I'm impatient. So I did feel like this was just a little bit too thin, so I ended up going back and adding a little bit more powder to this to thicken it up. So I ended up doing a few coats. So this is the second coat, and it did cover a lot better because I thickened it up. And I don't know if you can tell in this video or not, but once you apply the milk paint and you dry it and put heat on it, you do achieve a little bit of a crackle. Exactly what I was going for. I'm going to do the other side of my board, and I'm putting it on a little bit heavier here. I kind of love this stuff. I'll definitely be using it in future projects. My paintbrush is falling apart. I wish you could see when you dry it how it crackles, but you'll be able to tell here in just a minute. I did lightly take my sanding block and went over the top just to kind of smooth out some of those clumps that were in here. There's not many of them though. Most of them brush out. And like I said, if you're patient enough to let it dissolve, you probably won't have those clumps. But I think that kind of adds to the authentic look of something old. And I did go in with the third coat on this. Now I'm going to dry it real good. And again, just kind of lightly sanding it. I didn't do much for sanding. Just taking off the top peaks of those clumps. See that crackle? Isn't that awesome? And now I'm going to be taking a Stencil cow that says the word milk. This does come with a pack of 3. It's called Eggs, Bacon, and Milk. If you use my code at checkout, you will save an additional 10% off. The code is GingerLee, GingerLee. It will save you 10%. Now I'm just taking some black chalk paint with these awesome stencil brushes. These brushes are also available at Essential Stencil, and I will tell you, they make a world of difference. I got that all stenciled and dried, and I did have a little bleed to the side, so I went ahead and added a little bit more milk paint. Then I took my dark Keel sealing wax and went over the whole front of this project. And as you can see, the wax really shows off those, excuse me, I'm sorry, shows off the crackle. So I covered it with the wax, and now I'm going in with my StazOn ink and the color black just to add a little bit more depth to this. And you will see on this as well that there is some chippy spots that you can see the stain underneath, which is what I was really going for. I love that look. It is advised when you use milk paint to seal your projects when you're finished with them, just so you don't get further chipping. Thanks for watching. I think it turned out super cute.